And I'm back with another one, man. And if you see in this video, that mean y'all got to them 50 likes. So shout out to y'all, man. You know, in the last video, I said, hey, if y'all get the video to 50 likes, I would drop a defensive archetype video for y'all boys. And y'all went crazy. Y'all got 50 likes in one day. So, you know, I can't even explain and express the gratitude. Y'all really mess with the boy, and I mess with y'all. So I appreciate all the support. Shout out to y'all for getting 50 likes in a day. This has been like the craziest week and a half, 2 weeks, month of my YouTube career so far. Like I said, I'm still a small YouTuber, but we have gotten over 100 subscribers in the last 7 days. Man, y'all really showing love to the channel. So first and foremost, shout out to y'all for holding it down and like really just supporting the channel, man. We 17 subs away from 1,400. So make sure you like, make sure you sub up to the channel. The like goal for this video, since y'all went crazy, is gonna be 65. So 65 is the like goal, 65. So if y'all get this to 65, I know some people have been in the comments asking for like specific formations, stuff like that. So 65 likes, and I give y'all 4 specific formations that y'all want. So whether it's 4-2-5, 3-4, 4-3, I'll give some of that in this video as well in general. But if y'all just want like a specific type, and then if y'all want like playbooks to use or any like Dynasty questions, man, I can make a video for anything. So 65 likes, like, comment what you want to see next. And then also sub up to the channel, man. We this close to 1,400, man. The goal this year was 3,000, but we'll see if we get to there. But I mean, to get 100 subs in a week, man. So shout out to y'all. I know this is a lengthy intro, but I just want to show some appreciation to y'all for really holding the channel down. So with that being said, now it's time for the info, the cheese. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get y'all the cheese. All right. So here we go. Because you know, if I don't give y'all the cheese, who else gonna give y'all the cheese? All right, edge rushers. Let's talk edge rushers. Let's talk defense. So there's only 2 you need. There's only 2. If you're going to do edge rusher, it's 2. All right, so I'll preface this by this. If you're someone who likes to blitz with linebackers, corners, like if your D linemen aren't causing all your pressure, you get an edge setter, okay? Edge setters are good because they shut down everything. You got grip breaker, you got inside disruptor, you got outside disruptor, and you got option disruptor. So pretty much every single run that you can do on this game, they will get off the line, okay? So if you have 2 edge setters, you pretty much got somebody on the left stopping all run plays, and you got somebody on the right stopping all run plays. And it's going to get to the point where, like, if you get them, like, to this, how this guy is, they're pretty much going to have to block or double team him for him not to make a difference, because he's just going to shed everywhere, okay? So edge setters are really good for people who don't use their D linemen to get pressure. So if you're a blitzer, edge setter would be good for you, okay? Now, if you're more of a coverage guy, you like playing zone, like playing 4-man rushes, obviously, you're going to go to that speed rusher. Quick jump is the best ability on the D-line, okay? It's that simple. Quick jump is the best ability on D-line. So if you got quick jumps, you're already ahead of the game, okay? Quick jumps run this game. Like I said, if you don't play Ultimate Team, it's all good. But just play with Colin Simmons on Texas. Go to Texas and play with Colin Simmons. He has purple, platinum quick jump. I guarantee you'll understand it after you play Texas on Heisman with Colin Simmons. He will get to the line every single time. So if you know, you know. Quick jump, duress is also good because if you quick jump, he gets off the line faster. Even if he don't get the sack, duress is going to cause like bad throws because he's just close to the quarterback. So, you know, think of duress as like, there was an ability in Madden years ago where like if you get close, they just throw bad passes. So it's kind of like the same type of effect. Like duress is just bad passes. Also, you get takedown. So takedown is important because once you get quarterback with extender, takedown cancels out extender. So those scrambling quarterbacks who just like to run around and break tackles, if you have takedown, you cancel out that extender. So keep that in mind as well. So when you're doing it, I would do quick jump first, then get your takedown. And also they have pocket disruptor, which is a new ability that you get boost on 3rd and 4th down, okay? So what that means is if you got platinum quick jump plus a platinum pocket disruptor, 3rd and 4th downs, you're going to be an animal. 3rd and 4th downs, you're going to go even crazier because you're just going to be turned up that much more. So edge setter or speed rusher. The other ones are cool, but it's just like, hey, you know, you can get people with high ratings, low ratings, but like as you can see, man, like anybody can be fast. There's a power rusher that got 92 speed. There's speed rushers that got 91 speed. You know what I'm saying? Like the recruit itself is going to tell you how you dictate everything, but you know, just worry about the abilities. Because like I said, there's an edge setter with 90 speed. So he don't even have quick jump, but like having 90 speed is kind of crazy. So don't necessarily worry about recruits so much, because if they're 4 or 5 star recruits, they're just going to be good anyway. Just worry about like what abilities you get, because that's kind of what dictates the game, is the abilities. So at D tackle, it's only 2. Gap specialist. Again, if you're playing plug and chug type off defense where you, like I said, that D-line is just there to take up space, this is the best space eater right here. You know, grip breaker, inside disruptor, outside disruptor, option disruptor. So like I said, an edge setter and a gap specialist on one D-line on like a 3-4 or just like a run stopping formation, they're going to do the job for you, okay? Like I said, they're going to stand in the way, they're going to get in the way, and they're going to make plays for you. So if you had the edge setter at the edge and then a gap specialist, you are good to go. Now, again, what I was saying with like the strength and everything, like it don't necessarily matter, but you can get you a quick jump at D tackle. There are speed rushers at D tackle. Now, he's going to be a smaller frame. He may not be as elusive, but you know, if you're somebody that, you know, only likes 4-man pressures, it may be something to look into to have 4 quick jumps on your D-line. So 2 D tackles with quick jump, 2 D ends with quick jump. That's 4 quick jumps. And if you upgrade them right, somebody probably get through the line every play. And then you can kind of like, you know, do your stunts off of them and do all the crazy stuff like Texas stunt or El Paso, and you go crazy. So just an idea. I would do probably like a gap specialist and then maybe a speed rusher, just so you have somebody on the inside that can shed and stop inside runs. But if you're a little wild, a little crazy, and you feel comfortable about your run defense, hey, go get some speed rushers at D tackle. And then that way you have all quick jumps on your D-line, and that is very toxic. 4 quick jumps on your D-line is very, very toxic. So that's what I would do at D tackle. Like I said, the other ones aren't bad. It's just, again, it's about abilities, man. It's about what abilities I'm getting, because depending on your recruit, you can make players into whoever you want them to be. You know what I'm saying? This guy's an 88 speed, 99 strength speed rusher. So the whole like he can't be weak and all this other stuff, clearly he can get strength. So strength, he just may not have power moves and stuff like that, but I mean 99 strength and an 88 speed at D tackle is kind of crazy. So all I'm saying is speed rusher, gap specialist, okay? That's what I would do there. Now linebackers are pretty simple. It's only 2. You either go get lurker, because you're like, again, for my coverage guys, lurker is for the coverage guys. So you got house call, you got knockout, you got bouncer, you got robber, okay? So house call is going to help you catch those picks. You know this game is bad with interceptions. This is going to help you catch picks. You get knockout. Knockout also, you know, because you got robber and you move faster in zone coverage, you'll probably be closer to the ball. So knockout is going to help you knock that ball out. If I'm close, just make more incompletions. Then you got bouncer. Bouncer is cool because if people run past you in zone, you will push them. You'll see the computer push people when they have bouncer. And this guy has platinum bouncer. So when he pushes somebody in zone, you know, you're fatiguing the receiver. What happens when you fatigue the receiver? They're not going to run routes as fast. They're not going to get that much separation. So leads to more picks, leads to better defense. It all works in itself. And then robber, of course, like I said, it's the movement in the zone. So if you've never seen robber work, basically what it's going to do is like if you put somebody in a hook zone or a curl flat, you're just going to see them move faster to get in their spots. And then they just move faster around the field because they're in a zone coverage. So the trick with this is, let's say you have a user and he has robber. Just put your user in a zone, a hook zone or a curl flat, and he'll move faster around the field so you can lurk more passes. So don't put him in a QB spot, put him in a zone, and then play him how you want to play with him. But like, it'll help you move faster. So like I said, it's all good abilities, and this is for like if you want to sit back in coverage with your linebackers, okay? Now, if you want to be toxic, and that's what I want to do. I want to be toxic. If you want to be toxic, you just get a bunch of thumpers. You get 3 thumpers on that thing and you go crazy. The reason why you go get 3 thumpers is because they get aftershock. Aftershock is the best linebacker secondary ability on the game. So if you got quick jump on D-line, then you get a bunch of aftershocks. You are working with all the cheese. All right, so you get 3 linebackers with aftershock. So 3 thumpers, then you get a bunch of quick jump guys on the D-line. Ooh, you're going to get cheesy. Your league is going to hate you. So what Aftershock does, and again, I always talk like if you play the game or if you haven't seen the game, and I also speak for like if you play Ultimate Team and you don't. So if you haven't seen Aftershock, Ultimate Team, EA Sports has actually had to ban Aftershock this season in Ultimate Team, okay? So because it's just too overpowered of an ability. So what this does is every time you hit somebody, it increases wear and tear. So if you blitz, if you just make a regular tackle, long as you hit somebody with aftershock, their wear and tear just go down. Fatigue go down. Okay? So if you got 3 of these on the field, you will pretty much take out quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, tight ends, anybody who get that ball and run through that middle or run to that edge and you make a tackle, they're going to get wear and tear. So my advice, even though Lurker has better abilities for like pass coverage, I would just get 3 thumpers. I would just get 3 thumpers and just make plays. Also with Aftershock, because you're making them more tired, you get hammer and you get grip breaker and you get blow up. So after you're beating them down, now you got hammer with the improved hit stick attempts. So now you hit sticking people who are tired, more fumbles. Now you seeing the bigger picture. So, and then with grip breaker, you actually get better sheds on runs. So now we got somebody who can shed on the run game and lay the boom when he get there, and then also cause that increased wear and tear. So if I was you, I would get a good mix of like maybe two thumpers and then maybe 1 lurker, like for a user, just so you have somebody that has all the like lurker abilities. But man, if you can put a thumper on your team, man, you get a thumper, man, because Aftershock is crazy. I'm telling you, Aftershock is crazy. And if you don't know, I'm telling you, okay? And like I said, you can only get it. You can get it to platinum and it's going to go super crazy for you. Like, it's one of those abilities where, like, if you have it and you've played computers where somebody hits you once or twice and your whole game ruined because the running back going for the rest of the game. I'm telling you. So if you get 3 thumpers, oh my goodness, 3 thumpers would go crazy. So edge rushers, get that quick jump. Then your linebackers all have thumper, man, and it's going to get physical. It's going to get physical out there. Then we're going to go to cornerback. So all cornerbacks are like viable, like they're not bad, but my favorite 2 would be Field. I love Field because the abilities, right? So you get ball hawk, blanket coverage, robber, and knockout. So basically ball hawk makes you get to the ball faster, improve break on passes. Then you got blanket coverage, which helps your man coverage. Then you got knockout. When you in zone coverage, you get better, catch knockouts. Then you get robber, which makes you move faster. So robber and knockout kind of work hand in hand. Then your blanket coverage and your ball hawk will work hand in hand because ball hawk will help him play the pass quicker. So like I said, overall, it's just a good ability stack for a DB. And then he also has wrap up. Now, I don't know if you would increase your tackle all the way to 88 just to get wrap up. But as you know, in a game that is tackling is so bad, to have a corner to get wrap up is just a like cherry on top. It's like, okay, if I did have extra points, I could just give it to him, put it on wrap up, and then guess what? Now he's making tackles. Now he's not letting people break tackles and stuff. So, but it's just a good ability mix. Robber, knockout, blanket coverage, ball hawk is just a real good ability mix. And then my other favorite one is bump and run. Bump and run is exactly what it says. It's the Darrell Revis Island build, okay? So, again, we get ball hawk, we get knockout, but then we also get house call to improve catching, we get jammer, and we get blanket coverage. Like I said, this is Darrell Revis, mano. If you're more of a zone guy, I would go field corner, but if you're more of a man coverage guy, I would go I would go bump and run. I mean, it's just, like I said, man, you just get good abilities, man. It's just a good ability stack for your player. And I feel like even if you're not, super crazy on playing man coverage, like as you can see, like his zone coverage is only 74, but you could hook it up to get it to that 80, 85 to make it respectable. But this is why we're here. 97 man, 90 press, 99 change of direction. Like that is just OP That is crazy. It's a crazy ability stack. So those are my favorite two, bump and run or field. Now when we go to safeties. Now, all safeties are viable, okay? I'm going to explain kind of what I would do with the safeties. So if you're looking for a coverage safety, there's only one answer. The coverage specialist is the best corner, strong safety for coverage. So if you just like to sit back in coverage and chill, ball hawk, house call, robber, knockout. Good ability stack. Can do anything you need on that outfield, can hold everything down on that back end. This is like your Ed Reeds, your Earl Thomases, you know what I'm saying? That's what kind of coverage specialist is, okay? Now, my favorite is actually hybrid. The reason I like hybrid is because, you guessed it, we get aftershock. You know what I'm saying? So we lose all of the coverage abilities, but we get aftershock, okay? And you know what I just said. If you get aftershock, and you still get knockout. So yeah, he don't have robber, and yeah, he may not have house call or ball hawk, but he still gets knockout. So if he's playing in the area or you playing good defense, he still can make plays on the ball. But like I said, my whole thing is, if you can get aftershock, you get aftershock, okay? So that means if you have your D-line being quick jumps, which is speed rushers, your linebackers being thumpers, so that's 3 to 4 more aftershocks. So that's 3 or 4 aftershocks. And then you add a safety with aftershock. That's 5 people on your team, 6 people on your team at a time, potentially, that would have aftershock. You will injure the entire roster by the end of the game. You will not lose any games. You will not lose any games if you have 6 people with like gold aftershock. I would say get it at least gold. Silver might still do the job, but 6 gold aftershocks, oh my God, it would be a nightmare for your opponent, especially on the online Dynasty. They would hate you. They would hate seeing your name because you would just abuse aftershock all game, and it would be great. It would be great. So that's why I like hybrid, because like I said, you get knockout, but you also get that aftershock. And box specialist, and like I said, box specialist is actually not bad either. What I would do if you don't have linebackers with like thumper, I would just move box specialist into the box. I would make box specialists sub linebackers because you get aftershock, you get hammer, and you get wrap up. So what I would do if you can't find thumpers at linebacker, the alternative would be to get a box specialist and just put him at sub linebacker. So you still get the person with that aftershock, and then that way you can use that coverage specialist at free safety and strong safety, so that you can still have that coverage and that protection over top, but then you use your box specialist to kind of use as a sub linebacker to still get that aftershock ability. You know, I know I've been preaching about aftershock a lot, but like I said, this game is very much ability based. Like I said, because you can get a hybrid with 96 speed, but you can also get coverage specialists that are slow. You can get a box specialist that's fast. So like the recruiting is so random that, like, you know, whether, you know, you use this archetype or that archetype, it really don't matter. You know, it's just how you hook them up and how you progress your players. But it's really about the abilities that you're putting on your players to make them play that much better. So that's why I'm more so preaching on abilities and not just so much the archetype, because you can find hybrid players that are fast, hybrid players that are slow. You can play, there's probably box specialists that have good coverage. You know what I'm saying? So it really don't matter the archetype so much depending on the player, but it's really about the abilities that you're putting on them. So the best 3 abilities, if you don't learn nothing else from this game, is quick jump and aftershock. And it's aftershock and quick jump. You know what I'm saying? It's top 5, top 5, top 5. So long as you got some quick jumps on your team and long as you got some aftershock on your team, you will be in a good spot. And then you can build around those, okay? That's what I would do. I would try to recruit some people to get aftershock, recruit some speed rushes to get some quick jumps, and then build your team around there. If you want all lurkers, that's fine. If you want some bump and run, some cover specials, that's fine too. But just make sure you try to get at least 1 or 2 guys with aftershock and try to get at least 1 or 2 quick jumps on your team, because like I said, they just make so much big of a difference when you're actually playing, and they make your life a little bit easier when you're in them tough games. You know what I'm saying? They might help you make 1 or 2 more plays that you couldn't make yourself. So again, man, like, comment, and subscribe on the video, man. The goal like is 65. If y'all want to see like 425, 335, I can do one for those. But the goal like is 65. Y'all killed it. Y'all killed it. Y'all killed it. Y'all killed it on the last video. So You know, keep liking, keep commenting. You know, I appreciate the feedback, you know, saying, and all the information y'all been giving me. And like I said, I respond to everybody. So, you know, if you check any of my videos, I talk with everybody. I don't, you know, I'm not one of those people that, like, once I make a video, I just stop caring. You know, I answer all questions. I talk to everybody. So, you know, feel free to ask me anything you need in the comment section. Thank y'all for all the support, man. And if you don't know, now you know. And it's your boy Zay the GOAT, and you know my slogan, I'm out.